Hello viewers, I am Dr. Radhika. I am professor in computer science and engineering. In this session, I am going to start the basics of C language. How to start to learn C language. So whenever if you want to learn a language, so here we say that C is a language, but we say that it is a computer language. So why we are calling it as a computer language? So whenever, for example, if you want to communicate with some person, suppose if the person, if the other person and myself, if both the persons knows a common language, then that is, for example, if both the persons know Hindi, then both the persons will communicate with the language Hindi. So because both can understand that language. So suppose if two persons are trying to communicate, so suppose if they don't know, if both are not understanding the same language, for example, if one person is an Indian and another person is a Russian, so that means the first person knows Hindi and the second person knows Russian. Okay, so then what we have to do? So how those two persons can communicate? So in that such a type of situations, there should be a common language that is understood by both the users. So then what they will do? They will use some common language, for example English, to communicate between them. So then if they use English, then the communication is understood by both the persons. In the same way, whenever if you want to communicate with a computer, so we should be able to tell the instructions to the computer, and we should also be able to understand whatever the results that are given by the computer, that we should understand. So that's why we need a communication between the system and the user. So for that one we need a computer language. So here we say that C language is a computer language. Whenever if you want to learn a language, so what you will do? You will start from the alphabets. For example, you are trying to learn English. So whenever you are trying to learn English, so from where you will start it? So you will start from the alphabets. So that means first of all you will learn the alphabets, that is capital A to capital Z, small a to small z. First of all you will learn the alphabets. Then what you will learn? Then you will learn the words. So words means what? Just it is a combination of these alphabets. Those are called as words. And after learning the words, then you will learn the sentences. That is combination of words. That is called as a sentence. So first alphabets, next words, and next you will able to write a sentence. So whenever if you are able to write a sentence, that means whenever you are trying to write a sentence, so you need to follow the grammar of that particular language. So you need to follow the grammar of that particular language. So first of all you will learn the alphabets, next you will learn words, and after the words you need to learn the grammar. So after learning the grammar only you will be able to write the sentences. So if you are able to write the sentence means we say that we know that language, isn't it? So similarly, whenever if you want to learn a computer language, that is, for example, here we are trying to learn C language. Whenever you are trying to learn C language, so here also from where we have to start? We have to start, as in English, here also we have to start what are the characters that can be used in C language. So we call it as character set. What is meant by character set is, what are the different characters that can be used in your C language. So here in C language we have 4 categories of characters. Okay, those are, the first one is alphabets. The first one is alphabets. In alphabets, these alphabets are the alphabets that we use in English, because here English is used as a mediator. Okay, so here capital A to capital Z, and then we also have small a to small z. So these are the alphabets that can be used in C language. But here, whenever, for example, if in English, if you say that, if you say ant, okay, and if you say small ant, in English, both are same. There is no difference in meaning. Both are referring to the same object. But in the case of computers, that is in C language, these two are different. I will tell you why these two are different. So here, if you see in this one, we have used capital A N T. Here we have used small a n t. So these two are same. But the first one is different. Here the first one is different. So here it is capital A and here it is small a. Why these two are different? So in C language, whatever characters you are using in your computers, so they are not known as characters to the system. So they are identified by a code called as ASCII code. They are identified by a code called as ASCII code. So ASCII code means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So here what they have specified is, for each and every character that we are using in our system, they are being given an unique code. They are being given an unique code. So whenever you are using these characters, so the system will understand the character only by its ASCII code. Okay. So whenever if you say this small n, both are small n, so that's why both will have the same ASCII code. So no problem. And small t, both are represented by the same ASCII code. So that's why also we don't have a problem. But regarding this A, here A is represented, capital A ASCII code is 65 and small a ASCII code is 97. So because these two values are different, that is the ASCII codes are different, so that's why the system will treat as capital ANT and small ant, these two as two different, both are different. So because the ASCII values are different. So that's why whenever you give the different alphabets or any character, it will be represented by its ASCII code. So that's why both small ant and capital ANT are treated as separate. So this is how we can represent the alphabets in C language. So what are the alphabets? Capital A to capital Z and small a to small z. And the second one that we can use is digits. So these digits are from 0, 1, 2, so on up to 9. So totally how many digits we can use? We can use 10 digits. Okay. So all these 10 digits can be used for representing numbers. Okay. And the next one is special characters. What are these special characters? So in C language, we will be using certain special symbols or characters. So for each and every symbol, there is some specific meaning. So what are the different special characters that can be used in C language are? So your plus, minus, asterisk, equal to, %, ampersand, etc. Like this. So all these are called as special characters. So here I told that this capital A is different from small a. Here also for each and every character also the ASCII, for each and every character a unique ASCII code is given. So whenever if you give that special character, then it will be represented by its ASCII code. Okay. So these characters can also be used in C language. Next, the fourth one is white space characters. What are these white space characters is, for example, if you want to give blank space, can you see the blank space? We can't see it, isn't it? But even though we can't see the blank space is also having an ASCII code. So whenever if you press the blank space key in your keyboard, so it will be represented by its ASCII code. So that's why this is also a character in C language, blank space. Similarly, tab means 6 spaces. So this is also an character in C language. Similarly, if you press enter, so that cannot be seen, isn't it? Such a type of characters are called as. Similarly, you have vertical tab also. Similarly, you have new line. All these characters cannot be seen. So these are the 4 different characters that can be given in a C language. So what are the different 4 categories? Alphabets, digits, special characters and white space characters. All these can be given as characters in your C language. So once the characters have been defined, that is, once we know what are the different characters that can be given in C language, so then what we have to do? We have to know how to write the words. So in English, after learning the alphabets, what we will do? We will learn the words. That is a combination of the alphabets. So here also, as in English, here also the next thing we have to know is the words. So in C language, those are called as tokens. In C language, we call it as tokens. Tokens means what? These are the individual words of your C language. These are the individual words. So now we will see what are the different individual words. So the first one is keywords. The first one is keywords and the next one is identifiers. So keywords, identifiers. Next we have constants, strings, and we have special characters. One more is special characters. And the final one is we have operators. So the different words, the individual words are called as tokens in C language. So what are the different categories of these tokens? So we have keywords, identifiers, constants, strings, special characters and operators. Totally we have how many different categories of tokens? So totally we have 6 different categories of tokens. So we will see each and every token in detail in the next sessions. Thank you for watching. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.